July 25th and I'm already thinking about back to school. Are you? Well, don't worry. It's because Mercury just went into Virgo, so it's totally this back to school vibe. So stick with me and learn about Mercury and Virgo, what that means for the collective, what that means for you on a personal level, from Aries to Pisces as well. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide from Peace River, Alberta in Canada, helping you navigate life's energies. If you're new to astrology, you may be wondering, what the hell is Mercury anyways? Well, Mercury is the character in this video game of life, one of the characters. It's a planet I look at every month to see what it's doing. And Mercury is an important one to look at because it's how we think. Mercury, look at the glyph. It's got these little antennae on it on top of the head, getting some data from the universe. This is the planet of communications, the messages. It's the messenger planet. There's a lot of Greek history that goes with it, but I'm not getting into all that. You can watch other people for all the history. But Mercury is, how a person thinks. And so at this time, from Thursday, July 25th until September 26th is when it's in Virgo. Mercury itself rules things like learning, school, right? And writing. Not only how we think, but it's also about analyzing that data. It can also be about social media stuff and marketing and branding. So it's like, making courses or going on social media and teaching people things. And it's training, it's knowledge. That's what Mercury does. It brings messages. So it's an important planet to look at what it's doing. So as we can see on this big old zodiac wheel, pretend that you're looking down on a flat earth and all those segments are houses. And the planets rotate in a counterclockwise fashion around the wheel. So when we look at it, we can see now, it's in the 11th house. 11th house is about people. It's the people house. So teaching with people could be one interpretation, very simply. It's your friends, it's your networks. It's a good time to get more in group activities. The 11th house, it could be like, if you're thinking about Mercury being a messenger teaching, it's how do we get that message to more people? This could be a good time if you own your own business to do a group Zoom thing, right? I'm going to start doing that. You'll see in the next few weeks, I'll be doing some more invitations. Come watch my Zoom stuff, learn something, and then maybe you'll buy something from me. That's a very short example, right? Getting my word out to more people of the 11th house. Mercury is also right next to the midheaven, and I'm not going to get too much in that, but midheaven is like your career and stuff. So a lot of people's career is on the mind right now, Okay, we've learned about that. Now let's talk about Mercury being in Virgo. Very scholastic indeed. Virgo is a sign, the zodiac sign. So Virgo is the costume that Mercury is wearing on this stage, the zodiac wheel, right? Think of it as a movie or a play that you're watching. So Virgo is the costume. So what's the flavoring of Mercury now? Well, Virgo loves data. In fact, Mercury rules Virgo. They love each other. Mercury also rules Gemini, which is another learning sign, but we're not going to get into Gemini. We're talking about Virgo. Mercury loves Virgo. Virgo is a sign that loves to organize. For example, I have a Virgo son, a literal male child, my son. Okay, I don't want to confuse you with my son in zodiacs, which is in Aquarius, but okay, I digress. Anyways, I have a boy. His name is Hayden, and he is a Virgo. What does he love? Organizing, putting things in boxes. Okay, putting things in boxes and organizing. He's very good at that. But Virgo has other talents. Writing, organizing data, and service to others. So when you combine Mercury, who likes to write and communicate, with Virgo, who likes to write and organize the data, you could see how this is sort of turning into courses and schooling and memorizing and organizing data in your life. So if you own your own business, this could be a good time to look at your logs. Who are your people coming, looking at your website? What are they doing? All that kind of stuff. It could be a good time to go back to past clients in your portfolio and contact them again. Hey, I haven't talked to you for a while. Here's some new stuff, maybe you'd be interested in, or whatever. Like, recreate that Mercury communications. Okay, so that could be a thing that you could do if, you know, obviously there's people learning, and you'll see a lot of people online doing more courses, sharing more knowledge in a course format, all that kind of stuff, right? Learning, courses, school, service to others. But Virgo is also, on another note, very much about health. So our thoughts on a collective level are definitely going to health as well. Virgo runs health. And so it could be like, how do I work on my mental Mercury, my mental health, Virgo? See how you combine the two flavor, you know, the costume of Virgo on the Mercury planet, you know, the actor on this stage. So that's interesting, I think. You know, this is a very good time for administration work and healthcare fields. If you work in healthcare, you're a nurse, something that you could be thinking about work and the people you work with, and am I making enough money? Because the 11th house is a lot about money coming from your career. So trickling down from the 10th house of career. So that could be a thing too that you might be thinking of. So there's lots of things. Zoom meetings, having more Zoom meetings. Very good. You know, this Mercury and Virgo stuff makes for a very dry chart. Let's look at the dry chart that I'm talking about here. Here we see lots of fire, which is the red, and we see the earth, Virgo, you know, that's the green, and we see the air, which is yellow, but we see no blue. There's no water in the main top performers, okay, the planets, right? So the main top ones, there's no water. It's funny because I say no water and I'm looking outside and it's freaking raining. Like, look, super rainy. What I'm saying is that, you know, on a personal level, it's important to keep hydrated, you know, your internal body, keep the mind lubricated, drink lots of water and things like that. It might be, you want more baths, you want more showers, you might just naturally feel that way, just because you want more water, right? So keep things moist. All right. So the keywords here are analyzing. So let's get into Aries to Pisces. I'll give you a short little excerpt of what this Mercury in Virgo is for you. Okay, let's start with Aries. Aries, this is in your 6th house. This is all about your health. You're really thinking about your health for sure. And you're also thinking about your day-to-day work routines. If you're a teacher, an educator, which lots of Aries people are, you already are feeling the fact that, oh God, I got to go back to work, school in September, things like that. But there's a karmic feeling with the 6th house too. You know, what you reap is what you sow. There could be some karmic ties you have to take care of. Forgiveness, things like that. But in general, Virgo is analyzing ways to make your day-to-day life better, your routine more efficient, Aries. And that could be like, I want to change jobs so I'm closer to work. I don't have to do as much of a commute, for example. Another thing, Aries, too, that if you own your own business, this is about your employees and your co-workers. If you don't own a business, it's your co-workers. So definitely some energy going around with there and analyzing things there as well and making things better and smoother and more improved. All right, Taurus rising, and those with their moons in Taurus. This Mercury in Virgo from July 25th to September 26th hits your 5th house. So Taurus, especially Taurus rising, you're really thinking about your kids and your entrepreneurship business. This is a good house to be in. It's all about, the 5th house is what you create. That's basically it. So you create kids, right? So your kids are definitely on your mind. Organizing the children. You know, lots of you might be thinking about the homeschooling aspect too and deciding, should I homeschool my kid? I know a lot of Taurians are thinking about that. Another thing too with the 5th house is your entrepreneurship. You create a business, a side gig. So you're analyzing things when it comes to your entrepreneurship. It's a really good time, like I said, to teach people or for you to learn something in business, to communicate and market, especially even marketing. That would be very good for you, Taurus. And also, there's just your creativity. Let your freaky fly when it comes to creativity. Virgo likes to analyze data, but there's a service to others here. You know, how could we be better service to others in our business, Taurus? So, things to think about. Gemini rising, and those with their moons in Gemini, this Mercury in Virgo is hitting your 4th house from July 25th to September 26th. Your 4th house of home and family. Definitely analyzing, how can we make my house better? How could I make my family life better? And it could be about a home business too. You know, if you own a home business, you work within the home, Gemini, definitely, how could I market myself more? Maybe it's about teaching a course, you know, teaching something, getting them to come for a free course on Zoom with you, or showing them something on your lives, and then offering something they can buy after, right? It's that easy. You know, sales and marketing, Gemini, does not have to be hard at all. For some of you, this could be analyzing real estate in general. Should I invest in this new piece of property? Selling, buying, real estate, definitely a 4th house thing. And for some of you, it's your parents' health, and you're analyzing things about that and dealing with that. And don't worry, Gemini, the logic is with you. You know, you can trust your thoughts, and you can trust your intuition too, but you'll be able to, you know, with Virgo's help and Virgo and Mercury are helping you to analyze what's the best course of action here for me. So Cancer rising, and those with their moons in Cancer. Okay, this Mercury and Virgo energy is hitting your 3rd house. This is your time, if you own your business, to generate some kind of course, to communicate, to market, to brand yourself. What do you offer? Who's your ideal client? Oops, I lost my pen. I'm so excited. Oh, that was the spirit telling me too. Writing, blogging. Very good, Mercury and Virgo in the 3rd house. It's all about communications for you, Cancer. All sorts of ways. This could be communications in health. Maybe you're getting radio scans, radiology as well for a health thing. It could be, you know, that detailed. But I like to talk business, you know, that's my thing, career and business. And so I see a lot of communications, meetings, busyness for you, social media, and finding your people and attracting them to you. Very good indeed. Just get out more, write more, blog more, talk more, market yourself more. That's all you got to do, Cancer, to take advantage. Now, another thing too that you're analyzing is a new vehicle. Should I lease this one? Should I sell this one? I don't know if I like my vehicle anymore, blah, blah, blah. It's all about vehicles. Short trips are involved too for you. You might be doing some more meetings, Cancer, with other businesses or people or whatever, meetings in general in some way. And there's thoughts and analysis and maybe some health things too with your siblings, your sister, your brother. Could be more connections there. Maybe you're going to go on a short trip and go for a visit because you haven't seen them in a long time, Cancer. And again, that's Mercury and Virgo from July 25th until September 26th. So maybe it's in August you're going to go for that trip to see your bro. All right, Leo rising, and those with their moons in Leo. This energy is in your 2nd house, analyzing the money, analyzing your new values. Leo, we're still in Leo season right now into August, right? Until whatever it is, August 21st or something like that. So this Mercury in Virgo lasts from now, July 25th, until September 26th. Okay, so here you're really dealing with the money, new partnerships, new business deals. And now there's another thing, Leo, going on here though. Mercury in Virgo is talking about your health and what's going in your mouth. Very much about dietary changes here for you. Some of you may be turning vegetarian, or maybe you tried paleo diet and you want to go on that again. Or maybe you're just noticing, oh, I'm getting a little chunky, time to do something about my weight. I don't know, but there's definitely stuff about going into your mouth. And for some of you Leos, this is a time for you to sing, the 2nd house of the throat, the singing. And you're thinking with Mercury in Virgo, oh, I just had some more thoughts about that. This could be comedian impressions. If you're a Leo and you're a comedian, this is a good time for you to shine on stage. The ideas, the jokes, and if you're an actor, everything just comes out great. Very easy to share your message, Leo. But that's on another note. Most of it is, your money. You're analyzing how do you get money. and your salary and job stuff and the money stuff, and you're trying to analyze that with Mercury and Virgo and decide the best route. Virgo loves to analyze data and organize and make pros and cons lists and all that kind of stuff, right? And Mercury loves to think and communicate and talk about the data. So very good when it comes to money. This could be a good time for you, Leo, to write a little PDF as a freebie, as a lead magnet to start your little funnel. Look at my shirt. Funnel hacker. Okay. All right. Virgo rising, and those with their moons in Virgo. Mercury in Virgo is happening in your first house of self. Oh my God. This is your time, right? This is your back to school time, your identity shift. This is a new beginning for you. It's marking the time because Virgo season's happening around August 21st or 22nd, I think. So this Mercury in Virgo goes until September 26th. So this is your getting ready to race here, buddy. You know, this is good. So you're already starting to think, your mind's already thinking about what do I do next? How am I going to organize this data? What's my new identity here? How am I chapter resetting my video game? And what's next for me, right? And so it's, you know, Virgo, you're really good at servicing, like being of service to others. You're really good at organizing. You're really good at administration. This could be a time where you're like, I'm ready to be a social media marketer now. I'm ready to be a website analyzer and analyze the data and web traffic and all that kind of stuff, you know. I'm ready to write that book. I'm ready to share the book. I'm ready to teach a course or learn a course. There's something shifting within you, Virgo, of your identity, and it has a lot to do with the mind. For some of you, it has to do with your health, a new shift in your health in some way, and you're trying to find best ways of dealing with it. By the way, Mercury loves dealing with mental health. Okay, so if that offers you any clues, mental health. And Virgo, this is a time where you're reassessing your marriage or your one-to-one spouse, okay? Not only are you reassessing that and deciding if this is the best thing for you and am I gonna stay or go, you're also assessing your business partnerships at this time too. And if you own your own business, for example, or if you're in a career where you have partnerships with other companies, you're assessing who stays and who goes. Cancel, clear, delete that which no longer serves you, because you're ready to make the shift into this new identity, the new Virgo that you are. Libra rising, and those with their moons in Libra. This Mercury in Virgo is all in the 12th house of spirituality and mental health. So here you are, Libra, really thinking about your spiritual side, and that is deep. It's looking at all the inner traumas too. You know, it's a hidden, repressed state. For some of you Libras, it's like you're actually repressing your intellect right now subconsciously. Like you're much smarter than you look, so to speak, until September 26th. Maybe you're in retreat mode. You don't want to share a bunch of stuff. Although Mercury in Virgo wants to share to the world data and talking, communications, you're not really into that right now. You're more about a retreat, peaceful, getting within you, maybe communicating with your higher self within you, right? It could be that. It's just like taking a little bit of a time out with the mind. Maybe you've just been really stressed and thinking too much, and the world, you know, is a crazy place right now. Oops, I got interrupted. My kids came home. I forget what I was saying, Libra, but in any case, 12th house. This could be to a hospital thing. Okay, so someone in your life or you might have to make more hospital trips, Libra, for some reason, whether it's for work or maybe you are getting checked for something, or maybe your loved one has to go to emergency. I know that happened. I wonder if she's Libra. One of our neighbors had to bring her baby in because she got an ear infection, so she brought her to the hospital today. So that's an example. You know, you might have to make some hospital trips with the 12th house too. So, but in any case, this is a time of inner thinking and working on the mind. Also working on your law of attraction thoughts, right? Positive thoughts. And making sure that you don't spend too much time watching the news, watching negative information and negative data that can affect your health, okay? This is a time for you to deal with stress and just find peace and serenity at this time, Libra. Scorpio rising, and those with their moons in Scorpio. This Mercury in Virgo hits your 11th house of the people. Definitely what's happening right now in that current chart I showed you at the beginning of this for everyone. This is about new organizations. Some of your friendship groups, Scorpio, on a personal level could be falling. It's like some older friends that you don't talk to anymore because new friends are coming, new networks, new people in your video game of life, right, are coming in here. This is a time for you to use Mercury in Virgo to communicate with new people that can open portals for you, Scorpio, at this time. So it could be busy with people in some way, more activity with people. This is a good time too for you to get money trickling in from your career of the 10th house. The 11th house gets it. And so also I wanted to say 11th house is about your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Perfect time right now to use Mercury in Virgo to create a new vision board, or at least in your journal, write a goals. What are my new goals here? My top 10 things I'd love to have or do, or whatever it is, like an achievement board. Something like that to strive and work and remember the goal, right? What am I doing here? And you know what I mean? So it's a really good time to do that with Mercury in Virgo for you, Scorpio. Sagittarius rising, and those with their moons in Sagittarius. This Mercury in Virgo hits your 10th house of career. Definitely you're reassessing where your career path is going. Whether you own your own business or not, you're just thinking, what am I doing? And if you don't have a career because you're retired or something like that, like you don't actually go to a job, it's just about how do I make my mark in this world, or how do I leave a legacy behind? Like, how am I helping humanity, or how am I being recognized for my works? Like, you must have, like, even after we retire, we're always doing something. Like, humans love to create, right? And so your creations could get famous or recognized. For example, this is a time where you're more popular, the 10th house, right? It's at the top of the chart and you're like, oh, I'm the queen, right, Seth? So it's like that. So definitely lots of reanalyzing your career. If you do have a business, it's a good time to check all your website stats, your logs. Where are the people coming from? What are they doing? Look at your career information and data, right? And the paperwork. Because Mercury loves to think and Virgo loves to organize the data. So it's really a good time to do that. Where could we see bottlenecks? How could we serve our people in our career better? Where, you know what I mean? So definitely a time for you. And for some of you, it can mean having a career in healthcare or healing in some way with Virgo there. Virgo loves to heal and healthcare, medical, stuff like that too, and holistic health, naturopath. Some of you Sagittarians might be thinking, I'm ready to be a naturopath now and I want to take a course, or I want to take a next step in my naturopath doctor stuff, right? So that's a cool thing too, indeed, for the 10th house. Capricorn rising, and those with their moons in Capricorn. Mercury in Virgo until September 26th hits your 9th house of expanding the mind. Definitely you're thinking about all you've learned this past year and where does it fit into my spirituality, my religious views, or whatever. It could be analyzing, I need to go somewhere, I need to travel for healing or exploration. So the 9th house has a lot of exploring, expanding your horizons, but it likes, with Mercury and Virgo, this is through schooling. Like, a lot of you are, Capricorns are starting to think, maybe I should take some kind of extra courses, maybe I should take some higher learning or something like that and educate myself so that I can attain some kind of next level up. Leveling up, 9th house. Okay, Capricorn, so that looks good indeed. Capricorn, the 9th house is a lot about energy healing into like the Reiki or the, with Mercury and Virgo, especially, healing of the mind. Could be sound frequencies, tuning forks. That could be good for you, Capricorn, to help you if you're feeling a little icky lately or stagnant. Well, Mercury and Virgo wants you to heal through mind, energy, and frequencies too. So look at that stuff. Rife machines, like frequency machines that kill parasites, all sorts of stuff like that, right? Look it up. Holistic ways to cure disease. And a lot of it is through energy and frequency. That's ninth house for you, Capricorn. Aquarius rising, and those with their moons in Aquarius. All the energy of Mercury and Virgo is in your 8th house. How do we, because I'm an Aquarius sun, I'm an Aquarius like you, how do we relieve that debt? There's a little debt creeping up for us Aquarians, and it's getting a little anxious sometimes. This is a time for us to alleviate the debt, 8th house. I'll tell you, Mercury wants you to communicate and think and write down. It could be a budget thing. Write down your budget. It could be like Mercury in Virgo wants you to organize your finances and look at your investments and look at your spending habits and look at all that stuff. It could be government things too. Maybe there's some grants you could get for your business, for example. On another note, Mercury in Virgo is asking us to heal through occult, like astrology, healing through tarot cards, you know, all these mystical woo-woo stuff, right, that I love to do. Could be mediumship, you know, healing with spirit, things like that as well. And there's a lot of analysis about our relationship to people who give us money, credit card people, our spouse, the government, I don't know, our dad, whatever it is for you. It's like the other money that you get elsewhere. And so it's really a financial time. Let's relieve the debt. Okay, Aquarius? And Pisces. Pisces rising, and those with their moons in Pisces. This Mercury in Virgo hits your 7th house of your one-on-one partnerships, like your spouse, your husband, your wife, for example. So for a lot of you Pisceans, you're analyzing with Mercury in Virgo how everything could be better, more healthier, and things like that. With your spouse, it could be about your business partnerships as well. Another thing the 7th house has, though, is your competitors, your enemies, so to speak. So it's a good time to check out what they're doing, you know, analyze what they're doing so that you can do it better. And with that, thank you so much for joining me today with this awesome Mercury and Virgo little video. Now, if you are interested in learning more about astrology, I do have a free little course for you with a PDF file to download and print off with templates and cheat sheets, and it's cool, it's free. Check it out. I'll give you the link to the Read Your Birth Chart without a birth time. It's kind of a beginner's astrology course, but it's actually maybe more intermediate in a way too. So if you're beginner, intermediate kind of astrologer, you might be interested in this free little course. And it's fun. We make our own astrology chart with the wheel and together, and it's cool. It's interactive and fun. So check it out. I'll link it in the description below. All right, bye for now.